Welcome everyone to Groundbreakers, our CGTN Roundtable show that brings together great minds. We're in the city of Guangzhou. We're actually at the 135th China Import and Export Fair. As we usually call it, Canton Fair is a major platform for Chinese manufacturers and producers to connect with international purchasers and buyers. Actually, Chinese Premier Li Qiang held a symposium on Wednesday with overseas buyers attending the Canton Fair. He said the history of the Canton Fair is a history of companies from all over the world sharing China's opportunities and achieving mutual benefits, and a microcosm of China's continuous opening up and active integration into the international market. So joining us in the studio today are our three brilliant guests: Jennifer Patton, Copel Asia Sourcing Manager; David Shin, Vice President at SGS China; and Nix He, Partner at Brainco. Welcome all of you to our show today. As we're approaching the end of the first phase of the Canton Fair this year, I believe each of you have something to take away. So how about we start with some of the stats for the first phase? About 1.5 million square meters. That's the how the fair boasts exhibition area, and over 28,000 export-oriented companies attending, and some 680 companies attending the import exhibition, all exceeding previous attendance records. So just to start, can you share with me and with our viewers as well, what's your experience been like so far at the Canton Fair? What have you gained so far? Why don't we just start with Jennifer?
Thank you very much for having me here. Well, I do see the data. I've seen a lot of people here. A lot of new vendors, a lot of new products, and new technology. I see a lot of innovation in the products this time.
Okay. So have you been able to talk to some of your clients, some of the exhibitors?
Yes, some of my vendors. Yes, I've seen several of them. I've been able to negotiate some of the products, some of the quantities, and so, yes.
Very nice experience.
Yes, very nice indeed.
Okay. What about David?
Yeah, thank you. I'm happy to join this roundtable. At this Canton Fair, what impressed me most is innovation. I saw a lot of very new and innovative products in the fair. Some local famous home appliance brands like MIDI and TCL. They're showcasing some very interesting products with AI, with some wonderful high technology. And the BYD bring some innovative new energy products into this exhibition. As yes, we are on testing, inspection, certification over the last 4 days. Many foreign buyers and some local companies coming to IGS booth to talk about with us their demand for testing and inspection. We saw a lot of demand are coming from the exporter business, and they are talking about not just product quality, they are quite focusing on the sustainability and low carbon. I think overall, I think the demand for growing exporting business is growing quickly, but meanwhile, the requirement from the buyer, from the international market is quite challenging.
Right. I remember over the past couple of days, I've been talking to overseas buyers, and they all think every year they see new items and new products at Canton Fair. That's why, probably part of the reason why this fair has been around for over 60 years and is still growing and evolving. What about Nix?
Hi everybody, it's my pleasure to be here, and actually I am the new vendors and this is our first time joining the Canton Fair, and we are so excited to be here, and to be honest, a little bit overwhelmed by the number of people showing up and by the number of products showed in this fair. And in the past 3 days, I think our booth has received over 10,000 visitors, and our people have collected over 800 business cards from overseas buyers, and they show strong interest in our products, in our technology, and they are very open to collaborate, and they want to bring our newest cutting edge technology and products back to their own country. So we are very, very happy to be here.
That's a lot of business cards.
Yeah, a lot.
Okay, so I just want to start the second question. Are there any new features at this year's Canton Fair? Jennifer, you've been around at the Canton Fair for about 19 years, as I remember? 17 years, 19?
Yes.
Yeah.
This is my 18th time visiting
18th time, wow.
Canton Fair, yes. So I see a lot of the same products, but with a lot of innovation and more technology. A lot of AI that we didn't see before, and this time it's a big thing. I think in a lot of companies are presenting products with AI, which is very interesting.
Artificial intelligence, it
Yes.
starts to get popular probably at the start of last year, and now
Right.
it's really a big thing.
It is. It
Yeah.
is.
David, have you spotted any new features?
Yeah, I think the feature I want to say is green. I saw a lot of
Green.
companies are talking about green competitiveness. Besides of the traditional requirements in terms of product quality, such as the technical performance, product quality, and safety, more and more customers are talking about sustainability and low carbon. Actually, over the last several years, IGS is doing a lot of carbon accounting, verification, carbon reduction, and neutrality service in the market. I saw many companies are displaying IGS certificate on their booth. I think more and more manufacturers showcase their commitment and their achievement in sustainability and green transformation.
Right. Speaking of new features, I think Nix, your company is one of the new features at this year's Canton Fair because you're new to
Yeah.
Canton Fair. You're the first time attendees this year. So this question is for you. Officials from China's Commerce Ministry actually says further expanding overseas market, it actually is important for China's foreign trade companies. One of the key components for that is to develop what we call new quality productive forces, or in Chinese is called 新质生产力, to innovate constantly, basically, that's what it means. And so in your view, how big of a factor is innovation to further expanding overseas market?
Actually, our company is doing brain computer interface, which is a very good example of the new quality productive forces, as we all talk about, because it actually incorporates like neuroscience and AI engineers, all kind of cutting edge technology together, and to bring products to people's life and to increase their life qualities. And I think innovation is actually the heart core of our products and our company, and that's how we thrive. And I can see that from this fair, people are having increasing recognition of China's innovation abilities, and they are more and more interested in higher quality products that with cutting edge technologies. So I think for us to open overseas marketing opportunities, innovation is very, very important and key to our competitiveness.
That's right. What about David?
In my opinion, I think the megatrends, the international market and the global consumers are more concerned about the sustainability, more concerned about the technical information security and some regulatory requirements. And also on the supply side, there are a big trend of supply chain migration. So I think for the China manufacturers, if they want to stand out on the international market, they have to do much more innovations than before. They cannot do business in the old way. They have to get new business in some innovative way. For example, in their products to have some AI feature, to have some intelligent manufacture, to have to consider about the recycled material, and to have to reduce their energy saving. I think that's the more we are talking about the new quality productive force.
Just on Wednesday, Chinese Premier Li Qiang, he visited Guangzhou and he met some of the overseas buyers at Canton Fair. He actually said that overseas enterprises have been connecting Chinese manufacturers with overseas markets and promoting efficient matches between global supply and demand. So this question is for Jennifer. Based on your company and your industry, what's your observation in that front?
Definitely, I think, well, for us in Copel, we've been importing more and more each year because I think China producers are really looking forward for the innovation, new designs, new technologies, and making the products very competitive in the world. So I do think that's true.
Right, and that's eventually that's how I think this Canton Fair is all about. It's about connecting, the supply and demand between China and overseas markets. That's why, again, it's been around for over 60 years. It's already the 135th Canton Fair.
Yes.
Yeah.
Amazing.
So China just released its latest economic data for the first quarter. It registered a 5.3% GDP growth year on year, beating market expectations. And its foreign trade volume, also its growth rate recorded a 6-quarter high, exceeding 10 trillion yuan for the first time compared to same period in previous years. So all those numbers are looking great. So from your respective fields, how are these growth momentum are being felt? Why don't we start with Nix, maybe?
Sure. So basically, brain computer interface is more on the technology side. So we have products in consumer electronics as well as prosthetics for like amputees. And on both fronts, we feel the strong interest from foreign buyers, and they are very eager to move with us to make deals with us. And they have a strong interest in each of the new products they have seen, and they are very open to collaborate. And we definitely feel that the increase in our GDP and our export can be evidenced in our interactions with the foreign buyers. Yeah.
David?
Yeah, actually, our testing, inspection, certification business are quite broad across different industry sectors. So for example, in last quarter, the quarter one, our business is quite good as well. So we also have had very good growth in the business in China. So with the exporting business growing and many requirements from the international market, from the buyers, and some customers are coming to IGS for a solution to make sure how they can meet their requirements of the global market in terms of product quality, safety, performance, and as well as we saw a lot of buyers have the requirements in terms of sustainability and low carbon verification. So actually over the past quarter, we are quite busy to do such surveys in the market as well. I think the GDP growth is quite in line with our business growth in China as well.
Okay, what about Jennifer?
Yes, I agree with them. In another side, I'm in the commercial side, but yes, I see that because we are increasing our imports. In the first quarter, we did increase our imports. It's just amazing how China keeps growing in terms of the offers that they do on products. Like I mentioned before, it's very important, the technology, the innovation, the AI, some different products. So we're eager to keep buying.
Just ahead of the inauguration of this year's Canton Fair, actually, the event organizers told media outlets that there are over 1 million new products will be showcased in this year's Canton Fair, and many of them are individual intellectual property rights products. Many of them are green and environmentally friendly products. So this question is mainly for David and Nix. So are products made in China and creatively designed in China getting sustained overseas markets attention, especially when some of the Western countries raises their concerns regarding China's quote-unquote overcapacity issues?
Yeah, yes, definitely. I think the China product is, those products made in China or designed in China are getting more and more popular in the international market. For now, it's different from before. The Chinese products are quite high quality, cost effectiveness, energy saving, and beautiful design. I think with the continuous upgrading and the continuous transformation of our manufacturing industry sector, the more and more global buyers and global international market will come to China to find a good source of their products. Yes, we are doing testing, inspection, certification services. We hope we can help the Chinese manufacturers to sell their products to the international market, to make sure they can meet the international market requirements, and to help the local manufacturer to go to the market.
Next.
Actually, I think this time we are very glad to have the opportunity to show the global market our new products, because all of the products we developed are all brand new. Like nobody else in the whole world actually have done that. For example, our prosthetic hands, that's the only one in the whole world that can move individual fingers without doing any surgery. And all the headbands we have to do brain training, they are also very novel, and nobody else have done that before. I think this time we actually surprised a lot of foreigners. They are from like Europe, Africa, Middle East, or Southeast Asia, and they are amazed by China's innovative abilities this time, and they say that we are now exporting this top-notch technology products to the world. And we are actually the most advanced BCI company in the whole world. And I think this is a great opportunity for us to showcase China's most cutting-edge technology.
I really like your idea of how by leveraging technology we can bring real impact to people's lives, bring the tangible benefits to people's lives. And again, The Canton Fair is regarded widely as a barometer and a window for China's foreign trade, connecting Chinese producers and manufacturers with overseas buyers and purchasers. It's been around for over 6 decades again, and is still growing and evolving, adapting to changes. It reflects China's commitment to expand its high-level opening up and promote Chinese modernization. It's also China's commitment to the world to share opportunities, the opportunities brought by China's huge market demand. Once again, thank you so much for joining us today, and that's pretty much all we have for today's Groundbreakers. Bye for now.